Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, so it is time for us to do our weekly Free It Friday. And today we have a couple of, you guessed it, Mopars. So that's predominantly what we have on this channel. Mopars or like GM muscle, Ford muscle cars. That's why it's Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. Sometimes we do other stuff like JDM stuff, or I don't know, Volkswagen stuff, some off-the-wall things. It just depends on what we find at Walmart. I try to keep it diverse so there's a little something for everyone. But because I collect Mopar, that's what I pretty much stick with on the videos, I guess I could say. But we do have some diversity here. So today, we're taking a look at a couple of modern Mopar muscle cars from GreenLight, from their GL muscle lineup. One is from Series 25 and one is from Series 28. The one from Series 25 is quite a hard one to find. This guy here, this is your 2019 Dodge Durango SRT. I do not know why this color is trending so heavily in every area of the automotive industry. In JDM and muscle cars, whatever, even European not muscle, but exotics. This gray, it looks like gray primer with a clear coat. Actually, it's a little bit darker gray than that, but there's also matte finished ones. I don't know if it was at Liberty Walk that made this color popular, because they were the first ones I seen using it on really high-end vehicles, and they were doing it in a matte finish, so it really did look like primer. And Mini GT, one of their first GTRs they released was in matte gray. And there was a light blue one and then a matte white one. And the matte gray one everybody wanted. And it's the same thing with cars now with this color in the American muscle stuff, especially the modern stuff. So anyways, I was having a super hard time to find this on eBay and other places. Couldn't find it. I finally found a case of them, of 6, and I bought it. I only wanted one, and I sold pretty much all of them. I think there's one left. If anybody needs it, I'm selling them for 15 bucks a pop to help people out that can't find them. Because they never come up on eBay. Occasionally you'll see the black one with red stripes come up, and they're usually like 25 or 30 bucks, but they're not getting that. If they auction them off, they may pull like 15 or 20. The light blue one and the red one, they were hobby exclusives, and those you rarely see. And when you do see them, they're also up there in price between 20 and 30. This guy here, there's a couple, but they're from the UK or Europe, somewhere else. But yeah, they're expensive little SUVs. So I was happy to finally get this one. I do have the white one. We unboxed a while ago, and it is actually, in my opinion, better looking than this one. But it is easy to find because I guess it's the latest release, and I don't know why the white with blue stripes didn't go over as well as this Destroyer gray with black stripes. But anyways, it is what it is. I got the white one, I got this one, and I got the new, I guess it's like an SXT version. It's in a charcoal gray metallic from the NCIS Hawaii. It's a good looking truck too. So anyways, going back to this guy. This is Series 25. What was in this series, and I may actually get this case and unbox because they are on sale at my supplier, one of the suppliers I use. So I may get the case and unbox for you guys, and we're still debating that because with Christmas here, funds are a little tight. So we're just buying stuff that we plan on like keeping, or stuff that somebody else wants immediately after I do the video on, and so forth. And anyways, this site, it contained a 1967 Dodge Coronet RT Hemi in dark green, and we did a video on that a while ago, probably early in 2024 or late 2023. Then there's a 69 Mercury Cougar Eliminator in a medium blue. That's actually a really good looking car. Nice casting from him too. And then a 1981 Ford Mustang Cobra in bright red, another good looking car. And then this 2019 Dodge Durango SRT in Destroyer Gray, and the 2020 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray, sorry, custom paint. It just says custom. And 2021 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in Oxford white with black stripes. It doesn't say black stripes that I seen the car. It's not bad looking either. So anyways, I got this guy cracked open already on the back side. So we're going to get him out and take a closer look at him. And it is a very cool looking SUV. And you can see it has the SRT split 5-spoke wheels on it, similar to the wheels that they run on the Challengers and such. And this casting does have casted mirrors, which is a great selling point of this truck. Really helps make the casting and all the details of all the body lines and such. And then you have detailed tail lights that I think that's in a red acrylic insert that's detail painted. Looks very good. Your cutouts in the rear bumper with the exhaust tips. Now the diameter of the exhaust tip looks a tad bit tiny to me. I think it should be a little bit bigger, probably almost the size of the cutout itself. But they didn't make it that way, so it's kind of odd. Maybe they're sharing this chassis of this with like the standard Durango release with like a V6 in it that the police have or something like that. Then coming around to the front, you have your SRT emblem in the grille and detailed honeycomb grille, acrylic headlight lenses, your fog lights in the front valence, and this black stripes. They're very well detailed. They go all the way around on the bumper cover, up the hood, down the roof, and even up around the roof spoiler and down the tailgate to the rear bumper cover. So pretty slick looking ride. The base on these are not detailed very well, but in my opinion, it doesn't really matter because you don't really look under the cars too often as long as it's a metal base. It's a heavy casting, nicely done on the body and stuff, so underneath I can live without some detail as long as they make up for it on the body, which they did with this one. So it's a nicely done SUV. Now, the next one we're looking at is from a later series of GL Muscle. And this one from Series 25, it's not that old. It came out in 2021 or early 2022, something like that. The copyright's 2021 for Series 25. So this Durango hasn't been around very often for it to become so scarce, but I've seen it happen with other ones, like the new Auto World Bighorn Edition Dodge Ram from like 2 releases ago, earlier in 2024, and you cannot find them hardly anywhere, and when you do, they're kind of pricey. So yeah, some vehicles just take off with people, and everybody loves them. So here is the latest. I can't say it's the latest, but it's Series 28 of GL Muscle, and it was released 2024, so it probably is the latest or the second to the latest. And this series had another 69 Cougar Eliminator in Competition Orange, which I said, that's a nice casting. I'm not a real big Ford guy, but that is a very nice looking casting. 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda in Alpine White, and a 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS in Placer Gold, and a 2016 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat in B5 Blue. And they made a huge mistake here with that. This is not B5 Blue, but I'll tell you more about that in a second. So the last two in this lineup is a 2018 Chevy Camaro SS in Silver Ice Metallic, and a 2022 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in Eruption Green. So going back to this B5 Blue, they made a huge mistake on that. B5 Blue is a medium blue metallic. This is petty blue. This is as much petty blue as Richard Petty's number 43 race car was. So this is definitely petty blue. Don't know why they labeled it B5 Blue, because they have some muscle cars from the 70s, like some early Cudas or Challengers, that they have the B5 Blue on, and they see other like manufacturers of 164 scale stuff releasing stuff in B5 blue. It is a dark, not really dark blue, but it is a medium blue metallic. And actually B5 blue, that's what it says. B5 is actually the paint code, and because it was called just medium blue poly or something like that, it didn't really catch on. And say, hey, I love that medium blue poly. It just didn't trend. So guys started saying, I love that B5 blue. So they just caught on, just like Hemi Orange or Sublime Green, Moulin Rouge, Panther Pink, and Petty Blue. So yeah, I don't know how they made that mistake, but they did. And this car looks fantastic in Petty Blue, though. That's the reason I bought this one over a couple other releases, because I love the color and I love the, I don't know what color I'd say the wheels are, like a titanium finish, something like that. They look really good. The details on the wheels and the Petty Blue just really, really go well together. The only mistake they made on this, and I'll open it up and show you, and it's the same as all of them, just cut around the back edge. This is a terrific way to open them, especially if you are not sure how you want to display them yet, but you want to take it out and enjoy the details of the casting. Just cut around the back side. Nobody will ever know when you hang them on the wall if you decide to put them back in the package. So once again, as you can see this, and this was, crap. Where did I throw the thing? 2016. Okay, so this thing looks really good. And the one thing I have against the casting itself from GreenLight, the hood, it kind of sinks in. And I don't know, there's just something like the cutout of the hood doesn't look 100% accurate, but I matched it up with the Auto World, and the cutout, like, shape of the hood is the same. It's just a way that they designed the front of the car where this hood just sinks in, and it shouldn't. And you can get it to open fairly easy. And it does have a nicely detailed engine. You can see the big supercharger there on top. The hood itself is nicely detailed with the direct, like, ram air, and then the inverted, like, cowl induction type scoops. And as I said, if you open it and then close it, it doesn't sink in like right away. Maybe if you, after a while, it'll just sink in with gravity doing its work. But yeah, it doesn't look bad, but sometimes if they do not set like this one and they always stick in, then it looks kind of odd. Another thing I don't like what they did to this car is the side glass, the B-pillar, all of that, and the side mirrors are part of the side glass, and the side glass is an insert. It's not like a I call it, like how people say, interior bucket. Well, they usually have like a window bucket where all the windows are made together and it just inserts right up into the roof. Well, this one's not that way. Each window, the front and back may be that way, but the sides are not. And this one, what they did wrong with this one is that the windows on the side are not tinted, and you can see the ridge where the windows mount to in this not B5 blue, in Petty Blue, and it really sticks out like a sore thumb. The thing should have had either tinted windows or they should paint that ridge black in there. But most of the other Chargers that I've seen and the other one that I have from GreenLight have really dark smoked side windows, so you don't ever see that ridge. But on this one, being in this high impact bright neon Petty Blue and having clear side windows, it does stick out pretty bad. That's the only complaint I have about this car. Besides that, I think this car is really, really pretty. The tail lights are nicely detailed. Once again, I think this is like the Durango. It's a red acrylic insert with painted details of the Dodge emblem and your backup lights and such like that. And this one also has very tiny exhaust tips. I don't know what's with GreenLight and these itty bitty exhaust tips, but they should be a lot bigger. The chassis on this one is detailed a little better than the Durango, but not much. But as I said, it doesn't really matter to me because they just sit there like this. They're not like flipped over upside down on display. And if I do have some on a lift, you're not going to see under the car anyways. So this car looks really, really good, except for where you could see through the windows and see that blue. I'm tempted to try to pop out the windows and paint that black, but I'm not going to do it. My luck, these ones are really adhesed to the body, and they are going to probably crack or break, so I don't want to take that chance. I'll just leave it like it is and deal with it. But besides that, it's a really pretty car. So that's it for our Free It Friday, guys. And I don't know if I'll be back over the weekend. Depends on what we find at Walmart this weekend. But if not, we'll be back on Monday for our Mopar Monday with some Auto World Modern Challengers. So enjoy your weekend, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.